So, you do everything by the book. You track all your cycles, eat well, maybe even take birth control. But despite all that effort, you're still dealing with bloating, fatigue, mood swings, or unpredictable periods. You have tried everything, and nothing seems to fix it. So, what if the real problem isn't just what you eat or how you exercise, but something a little bit deeper? The missing piece might be estrogen related inflammation, something most women and even doctors overlook. Today, I will break down what estrogen is really doing in your body, why it can trigger inflammation, and the simple, science backed ways to bring it back into balance. Let's start.
Welcome to Action Medicine, where we dive into the science and tools you need to enjoy a longer, healthier life.
Most people think inflammation is just swelling or redness when you're injured, but chronic low grade inflammation is different. It builds up over time, often without obvious symptoms, and it's the kind of inflammation that can affect 1. Your digestion, bloating, irregular bowel movements, 2. Mood, anxiety, irritability, and brain fog, 3. Energy, feeling wired at night, exhausted during the day, 4. Periods, heavy flow, breast tenderness, and worsening PMS. Therefore, if you feel off all the time with no clear explanation, your hormones and inflammation might be more connected than you think. Let's talk about one of my patients, Miss Al. She was doing everything right, exercising, eating well, even taking birth control to regulate her cycle better. But she still had major energy crashes. Her digestion was unpredictable, and she felt emotionally all over the place all the time. She finally ran some tests, expecting nothing too unusual. Instead, her estrogen was sky high. An inflammation marker called HSCRP was also elevated. That was a huge clue. Her body wasn't clearing out estrogen properly, and it was fueling inflammation throughout her body. So, what's really happening? Why does estrogen imbalance trigger inflammation? First, I want to clarify that estrogen isn't bad, but balance does matter. Estrogen isn't the enemy. In fact, it is essential for brain function, metabolism, and reproductive health. But when it is not balanced with progesterone and other hormones, it can fuel inflammation in ways that disrupt the entire system. Here's how it works. During the early cycle, estrogen gradually rises, stimulating the development of your ovarian follicles. And in the mid cycle, around day 14, estrogen peaks, leading to an LH surge, triggering ovulation. And then during luteal phase, or the second half of the cycle, progesterone rises to prepare the uterine lining for a potential pregnancy. But if progesterone doesn't rise enough, or if your body isn't metabolizing estrogen efficiently, inflammation increases. Therefore, you end up with symptoms that seem totally unrelated until you connect all the dots. Now, a lot of women take birth control to better regulate their cycles and manage these symptoms. But while it can help in some ways, it also changes how your body processes estrogen. And sometimes, instead of fixing the problem, it makes things worse. Birth control directly affects your estrogen metabolism, and prolonged use of estrogen based pills can create problems. Most combination pills use ethinyl estradiol, or EE, a synthetic estrogen that is more potent than natural estradiol. This means prolonged use can expose your body to consistently high estrogen levels, increasing the risk of inflammation and hormone imbalance. Over time, this slows down estrogen clearance, overwhelms the liver, and raises inflammatory markers. Some women notice this as bloating, mood swings, or worsening PMS, even though they are on the pill to regulate hormones. If you have been on birth control for years and still deal with unexplained symptoms, it is worth reassessing, supporting estrogen metabolism, or exploring alternative options for birth control with a provider can help restore balance. Next, I would like to talk about the liver. Your liver doesn't just break down estrogen cleared out of the system, it processes the hormone through different pathways. Some pathways create more inflammatory byproducts than others. And if your liver is overwhelmed, whether from stress, alcohol, medications, or poor sleep, estrogen doesn't clear efficiently. This leads to estrogen buildup, higher inflammation, and worsening symptoms. Therefore, supporting liver function isn't just a detox trend, it is essential for your hormone balance. And then there's your gut. Certain gut bacteria reactivate estrogen, sending it back into circulation instead of excreting it. But if your microbiome is off due to low fiber, processed foods, or antibiotic use, you end up recycling too much estrogen, pushing levels too high in your body. Therefore, balancing your gut microbiome with fiber, prebiotics, probiotics, and fermented foods can help clear out excess estrogen and reduce inflammation naturally. And it's not just internal factors. Environmental toxins can mess with your estrogen levels too. Endocrine disruptors found in plastics, some skincare, and even food packaging can mimic estrogen, throwing your internal hormones off balance. But simple swaps like switching to glass containers, reading ingredient labels before buying, and reducing plastic exposure can help minimize these effects and support your body's natural balance. So, if you've been struggling with hormone related symptoms, the missing piece might not be your diet or workout routine. It might be hidden inflammation caused by estrogen imbalance. Making small, consistent changes like supporting your liver, eating fiber rich foods, using a proper birth control, reducing toxins, and being mindful of your body can help restore balance and reduce inflammation naturally. Your health isn't just about one single lab number like estrogen level, but it is the full picture that we care about. If this video helped you connect the dots, share it with someone who needs to hear this because when it comes to caring for your health, earlier is always better. Thank you.